so excited about what you're going to hear and what you are going to experience over the next few moments. This is the time where you want to share the feed. Get everybody you know on. It's going to be amazing. We are doing a 40-day 40-night on the run virtual tour, and we're in the United Kingdom tonight, baby. Yes. So share with everybody that you know. It doesn't matter where in the world they are. Get them on a line with us tonight. We are so excited to help so many people to win inside of this space. So you definitely want to make sure that you share the feed right now. Now, we are streaming live at YesTheForex.tv. We're also live on Facebook. So make sure go and share the Facebook. Maybe somebody has shared this with you. Share that feed on Facebook as well as YouTube. We're excited. We want you to engage with your comments. We want you to put it inside of the chats and the groups that you're connected to let everybody know that we are in Manchester, United Kingdom tonight. And we're excited to share with you the amazing opportunity that is changing people's lives all over the world. So I am so super duper excited. In fact, somebody invited you here today to hear some information that could potentially change your life, that could potentially change the financial trajectory of your family, of building an amazing legacy, a dynasty for your family. And so what I want to know is who we have on the line today. I want to have an opportunity to connect, to understand whether or not you even understand what Forex is, so that we can speak a language that makes sense to you. And so if you've never heard of Forex before, or you're not savvy in this area, or you're still unsure about what Forex is, I want you to do me a favor and put 444 into the chat right now. Just drop some fours in the chat that will let us know whether or not you're comfortable in this space, savvy in this space, knowledgeable about this space, or learning about it perhaps for the first time. We really want to bring it down to an extremely elementary level for you to help you to make what I believe is one of the best financial decisions of your life. So with that being said, make sure you share the feed, make sure you drop fours in if perhaps you're hearing about this for the first time. And remember, we are streaming live at YesTheForex.tv. We're streaming live as well on Facebook, as well as on YouTube, and we're so super excited. Make sure you share. We are in Manchester tonight. We are international. We're global, baby. So what I want to do right now is bring to the line the host of tonight, a woman that is doing big things globally. I'm so excited that she's absolutely on fire, helping people all over the world to win. But tonight is about you. It's about UK. It's about Manchester. It's about what she's doing right there in her hometown and how she's helping so many people win inside of that space. And I'm talking about none other than Miss UK, Miss Maureen UK.
Manchester, stand up. Hey, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you well. We can see you well. Go ahead and take it away.
Oh wow, guys. I am so excited. Like, my heart is beating so fast right now. What we're about to bring to you is an absolute game changer. So what I'm going to do before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to give you an introduction of what Manchester is all about. Now, I know you guys, when you think of the UK, you think, yeah, you know, London, Buckingham Palace and whatever, but you know, really, we're the real capital here. Manchester is the real first city. Can I get amen? And I'm going to show you some things that you might not know about Manchester. You might not know some of the great people in this world are actually from right here in Manchester. So China, let me know if you're ready with the video, and we're going to give you an education. The education before the education. Woo! Can you guys hear it? I can't. No sound? What happened? I hope you guys can hear this. The legendary Apollo, man like Simply Red, hold tight the Chiltern crew from right there in Chiltern. Parklife, one of the biggest festivals to take place in Europe, right here in Manchester. I know you already know about Oasis, them Gallagher brothers, True Man, Salford, stand up. Yes, the word could be ITV Studios, City fans, whatever you think about them. But you know, Gandalf's from Manchester. Even I learned that this time round. Let's go, let's go. We got Harry Potter stars born right here in Manchester, UK. Oi, oi. Hold tight, Trafford Centre. Oh. Woo, woo, woo! Wow, wow, wow. So yes, you know a little bit more about the city where we are streaming live out of tonight. I always say, you know, once you know a little bit about the city, you know a little bit about the people. Manchester, you know, we're known for being hardworking, a little bit brash, you know, real straight to the point, but good old friendly Northerners. So I've got a treat in store for you guys tonight, you know. I really want to let you guys know, first of all, for me, why I said yes to Forex, which is this opportunity that we're about to share with you guys. And I don't know, some of you may know me. My name's Maren, also known as Miss Maren UK, Miss UK to some on the other side of the Atlantic. And you might know me by some other aliases too, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to kind of just give you my story real quick, which if you know me, you know I'm not really an oversharer like that. You know, I'm quite private. So right now today, Manchester, I'm talking directly to you guys. You might see me and not really know exactly, you know, what is it that she really does. It might be a bit mysterious. So I just want to kind of break you down to, you know, with the kind of the journey for myself. So some of you may know, I spent some time in Atlanta in the States for quite a few years. And while I was there, I had the amazing, awesome privilege to meet my sister, my now mentor, and, you know, my friend, you know, Dr. China Bethley, who is currently the CEO of Rich. But this was a long time before that. And through that relationship, which was definitely a divine one, if I would have been in that place where I was 2 minutes earlier or 2 minutes after, I would have never, ever, you know, linked up with her. So I just, you know, give thanks that, you know, we actually got to make that connection. And, you know, because of that relationship, fast forward to, you know, I did quite a few different, I watched her be very successful in quite a few different business ventures. And I know it's okay, you know, I learned a lot, like with Dr. China. You can't be around here and not grow. So you might have just thought this was a little friend thing, but from day one, mentorship started. So when I came back to the UK quite a few years ago, I was in the States for over 6 years. So coming back, it was basically, I had to rebuild. I had to basically start from scratch. You know, you've got a 6-year gap in your employment history. So that has an impact when you're like coming back here and kind of, you know, wanting to get the ball rolling again. And fast forward to my last position, which is quite a few years ago now. I was working for another Manchester legend, Mr. Gary Neville, another great, you know, mentor, learned a lot from him. I just give thanks that I'm always being placed around these amazing leaders. But that's not my point. I was, you know, working for him in a project management capacity on a contract role. And I don't know if you know anything about contract roles, but, you know, they're on a contractual basis. So if they don't get extended, they get cut. And that was me. That was where I was. And at the time, I thought, you know, something else will come along. But in the meantime, I still had all my bills. I still had, you know, my apartment to pay for, and you know, everything else, you know, each month. And I started to think, okay, I can't see the wood for the trees here. You know, something needs to kind of happen. And thank God for that relationship that I've got with Dr. China. She was the one that exposed me to this space. And I'm, you know, I'm really, really thankful to you, sis, for really doing that. You know, I mean, I just give God all the glory. But the main thing, when she brought it to me, I knew what Forex was. I'd heard of it, but to be honest, I didn't think that was something that was really for me. I counted myself out. I know all those charts and the mathematical stuff. I mean, you know, no. I mean, no. I started in set 5 maths. I elevated to set 1, but you know, it was a journey, a hard one. So when she brought it to me, even though I didn't really understand it, because of our relationship, and I understand when she does anything, she does it on a high level. Like she's, you know, if you know anything about first movers advantage, when she brings you an opportunity, bite the hand off. So I didn't get it, but I still got involved. But to be honest, I kind of stayed in the background at first. I was like, you know what, I don't really know what this is, but let me just secure my position because I know she's about to be, you know, on big things with this thing. So let me just, you know, get in early. Fast forward to quite a few months down the line, when I had the opportunity to see China. Now, you know, she was in the Caribbean, she was on all different beaches of the world. And I was like, whoa, wait, sis. Like, if you know about anything about me, you should know I love to travel. I stay catching flights. I stay on a plane. And I wasn't in a position to be able to do that. So I was like, yo, China, what's going on? Like, bring me in. What's happening? And she's like, girl, I brought you in. Like, but you know, you're sleeping on it. So I said, okay, let me get serious about this. And like my first night, it was a Sunday evening. I remember logging into the academy, and it was such an epiphany moment. I watched a few videos, a couple minutes long, and it was in layman's terms. It just made real sense. I'm not ready for that slideshow right now, but basically the rest is history. I said yes. And the journey has just been like from glory to glory. The amount of support that there's been inside of our community, you know, Rich was already a vision that was bigger than us, something that we spoke about back in the day in the States. Used to talk about Rich Inc. Remember, sis? And now just to see like where we are and to be able to impact lives and families. And speaking of families, I'm about to bring somebody in, because what better impact than to start with your own. The person I'm about to bring to the floor to kind of explain to you why they said yes to this opportunity. If you know me, you're probably going to know him. And trust me, guys, even I was surprised, because he's been watching me doing this for quite a long time, and he doesn't make, you know, off the cuff decisions. So I want to introduce to some. Oh, sorry. No, it's fine. Sorry. I want to introduce to some and present to others, Mr. A, aka my dad.
Hey, thank you very much.
How you doing?
I think that's the best introduction I've ever had from you. So I'm gonna bottle that. I'll bottle that and keep it here. Good evening,
And my
everybody.
beautiful mom, his glamorous wife, right next to him.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Welcome. This is Mia Baimi Alamaru and my wife Joanne Alamaru, and we're just blessed to have you all with us, and I'm grateful for you taking the time with us this evening. Well, you know what? This for me is something that I never intended to do, as Maren just said. Never, ever intended to do anything around Forex. So just let me tell you a bit about why I eventually got into it, and what I personally am doing on this platform. I'm a lawyer. I'm a solicitor. Those who know me will know that I've probably been a lawyer for as long as you've known me. I've been practicing for 35 years. 35 years I've been working in all types of legal practices until about 15 years ago. I started my own legal practice with a couple of partners. So 15 years, I've had a good, successful, solid legal practice. Almost Mr. Yeah, not average, but a bit better than average lawyer. So, that was my focus. But in terms of my journey to this, so you know what, I'm going to start from birth, to be honest, because a lot of this is about people that bless your life. And, you know, first of all, my parents blessed my life. I thank God that they were my parents. They came all the way from rural Nigeria, all the way to England, because they had some idea of educating the family that they were about to start. And that's what they invested in. They invested in their family, gave us a good education. So thank you, mom and dad. And that's going to carry me through life. And I know it is. And we didn't have much. I grew up in Ancoats. It was a great life. I was so happy. About 30 years later, someone told me it was a slum. I didn't know it was a slum until someone said it. But you know, still, I good life. And you know, these opportunities really aren't for people from Ancoats, from Masai, from Hugh. It's not what it's the idea of someone from that background being on a global market, trading in global currencies and American indices. No, that's over there. I've got a glimpse of it because of the work I do as a lawyer, and you know, I've got some good clients who have some big money and all that kind of thing. But you know, they're respectful to me, and you know, they take my advice. But you know, still, they're over there. They're over there. So um, that kind of intrigued me a bit. I wasn't interested in forex. I think Maren must have got my gene, because the idea of looking at a chart to make money never interested me. The idea of doing something that, you know, everything that people present to you sounds like a bit of a scam. Sounds like a bit of a you know, this big networking opportunity, and I don't take them. I don't do them. I'm a lawyer. I'm careful. In fact, I've prosecuted a few people who have done that kind of thing. So I don't do. I really don't do. You know, hype up. You know, lack of substance enterprises. I've started businesses, some good businesses, solid businesses, a shop, a legal practice. That's what I've done in my life. Um, my daughter, I know, has been in this space for what, 4 or 5 years, and I think she's wanted me to be in it. Okay, well, however long it was, 2.5 years, and I know she's wanted me to, you know, perhaps give it a go. Still wasn't interested. Yeah, I wanted her to do, you know, very well on it, but you know, I just keep my distance. Then in February this year, I had the good pleasure and the honor to meet Dr. China Bethley. China had been a blessing to my family because she helped Maren while she was in the States. I don't know what China had done to deserve to deserve meeting Maren, but still it happened, and she stayed with it, and she's still there right now. So when I heard that China was coming over to the UK for a conference, and she was bringing her wonderful husband Andre, and they were staying in London, we just had to go over there and meet them, and you know, give them a tour of London, and you know, take them out for something to eat. That's all I was doing in London. But she's quite an inspirational lady. She is. She's very inspirational, and I started talking to her about forex and what she was doing on this thing. And all of a sudden, it was no longer just about making money sitting in front of a chart, because she had a vision about bringing a community together and giving opportunity within that community. And when you're giving people opportunity, you need a tool, you need plans, you need something. And that's what Forex is. It suddenly clicked with me. That's what Forex is. I saw the glitz and the glamour at the conference, a lot of, you know, young men running on the stage saying they've made, you know, £100,000 this month, and they had their gold trainers on. And, you know, they're blessed, and I'm thankful that God has done that for them. But I still didn't get interested because of that. But then when I started talking to China, got Dr. China and Andre, and I realized that what had really happened is this market, this system has been disrupted. There's a way in for us, and that's what IM and Forex now is providing people who would not normally have access to these opportunities, the ability to access them. And so long as you've got some dedication, some plan, some objectives, then this is a platform that can benefit you. And in this, and we keep calling it a community, a family. In this community and this family, what we do is we share knowledge, experience, we take time to mentor and coach, to show people how to benefit from this opportunity, to look at what their life is, what their goals are, and then to try and see whether or not you have a plan to reach those goals, because it's all very well having a goal, but you need to know how you're going to get there. You need to know what steps you're going to take today, what you're going to do tomorrow about it. And usually it takes some finance. And if you want financial freedom, jobs are great. I don't tear down jobs. Jobs are great because they're a blessing. But if your ambitions and your life goals are bigger than that, then just perhaps there's something else that you might need to take on. And that's what Forex is. Okay. So very, very quickly, I'm going to finish soon because I know we have to move on. What you get in this Forex family, in this Forex community, which is full of a wide range of people. We're not all lawyers. You know, I've got knuckle-headed nephews that until, you know, a few weeks ago were spending all their time on PlayStation, and, you know, people who, you know, just quite frankly wanted to live their lives in a different way. But this transforms lives, and we help that through the community. What do you see if you're in our community? Well, you see faith. We never leave God out of it, so praise God for that. You see a community of practice where we're all sharing in the experience of the platform. You see the ability to contribute to your goal with you being in control. You can define your strategies on this platform. We can help you to define your strategy. There's nothing that you can't accommodate to be on this platform, even if you're time challenged. I'm a bit busy sometimes. Those who know me, I don't return calls, I don't return texts, usually because I've got my head down all day. But even with that kind of life, you can find a way to blend this opportunity into it. And what all I ask you to do, everybody that's involved in this event right now, is just take time to speak to the person who invited you, or even just, you know, if you want to speak to me or Maren, to try and get a bigger sense of what you know is happening. We'll explain it to you, and I guarantee you that just like I've been blessed with people in my life, my parents, my business partners, my family, my nieces, my nephews, my sister, just like I've been blessed with all of those people, all of whom are involved in this. And I wouldn't sell anything that didn't work to those people because I love them. So come and listen, and we'll take you through it. And I absolutely know that you'll see something in it for you.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, you got me ready to start all over again. You know, you touched on a few things there. You know, you spoke about, you know, this opportunity not really being for, you know, people that are from where we're from. And I just kind of want to break down a little bit really quickly, because we're saying these words, and I'm sure some of you still might be baffled. to what Forex is. So the Forex market is a market as old as time. It's been around since 4 AD, guys. So it's not something that we just rustled up overnight. It's not something just because there's the internet and all these things. No, it's been going strong since that time, and it's never crashed. Never crashed. Recession to recession has happened, and the Forex market has stayed strong. Well, why? Well, Forex actually stands for foreign exchange. It's foreign currency. It's basically money. So you might think that you don't really partake in this market, but actually you do. I don't know if you guys have ever traveled, traveled to another country. When we were young, we used to go to Cyprus, hold tight, shout out my Napa crew. We used to take our little £100 and something and what to the little post office, or go to the Bureau de Change, whether it's Marx's or Thomas Cook, whoever they. But never mind. And we would look on the wall and it would say buy at one price, and then it would say we buy, but then we sell to you at another price. Buy, sell. So we used to just think nothing of it, hand over our money, and they actually made a profit. They made a profit. We bought, they bought, we sold. You know what I'm trying to say? They bought it, we bought it from them, and then they made a profit. So that's basically all what's happening. It's basically the exchange of two currencies. It's countries doing business with other countries. That's why it's it doesn't flop, because money is always circulating. It's got $6.7 trillion a day. Yes, a day. That's more than any market in the world, more than the stock exchange in London. It's more than, in the New York exchange, Wall Street. Those are millions and billion-dollar markets, but we're talking trillions in a day, not a year, not a month, a day. So I don't know if anybody's ever given you the opportunity to partake in an opportunity where there is that amount of capital available, but I know I haven't. So for me, it's the heart again of the people who brought this to us. The owner of the company, Christopher Terry, he used to work on Wall Street, but he had a vision of bringing Wall Street to Main Street, and now we're bringing it right, to the streets of Manchester. So I want to go ahead and bring on another guest, and this person is somebody who, like some of you out there, you guys might have tried this before, you might have heard of it and thought, oh yeah, whatever, I'm so tired of that, I see it everywhere, there's always, that thing, it's a bit weird, it's a bit dodgy, or you might be like, you know what, I did it. You might even have done it with, with IM, and think, well, I've already done this now, so, not interested. Next, I'm going to bring to someone that is just bring someone to you who was just like that. He basically done this before, and then he'll tell you his story, and he's recently just started again. And me personally, I've seen a dramatic change. Again, I believe in impacting families. I believe in starting with mine. Charity starts at home, as we say in Manchester. So I want to bring to the floor my amazing cousin, Daniel. Big man like Dan, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm very good, thanks. I'm very good.
Amazing, amazing. I love it, repping the rich. But no, I really want to talk to you. I want you to kind of tell the people not just why you said yes once, but why did you say yes twice? Did you have amnesia? Did you forget you already said yes to Forex before? Like, what does that look like for you, as far as what's the difference this time around? Because I mean, I'm so proud. I know I've been telling you, all week. You've been, I don't think, 2 weeks yet again, and it's been a complete transformation, completely different you've gone leaps and bounds. I've seen the results that you're getting already, the amount of people who you've introduced to this platform. You're already about to hit rank. Hey. So you're about to get that residual paper. I love it. But just kind of tell the people out there, talk to that person who's tried this before and it didn't work out for them.
Right, yeah. Well, my journey started about 2 years ago, roughly, and I was doing it with my brother, and we were in a partnership, and then everything was going well, but it was more of like a one-sided thing, so it started to slip, and then one was putting more effort than the other, so then it wasn't going like I was supposed to. So then that's when I just thought, you know what, maybe this isn't for me, and kind of doubted myself stupidly, and then just left it alone. So then fast forward 2 years down the line now, or maybe 1.5, I've been offered the chance to do it again, which I'm very glad I took up, thanks to the Lord, that I could have this opportunity.
Yeah.
And, you know, so basically, just believed in myself this time, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've been praying on it for months and months, and then for the Lord to give me like an avenue to go down, so I could better my family and my certain situations like of right now. And then this was brought up to my attention, so this was like the avenue I'd been praying for, so I knew I had to just go with it, sort of thing. And then I've been doing loads of research recently, educating myself, staying up nights and nights, you know, and then bringing people on board with me as well, trying to just not better myself, but better people, like the people around me, and then whoever's in their type of circle thing. I just want to make sure everyone's doesn't have to struggle. Everyone doesn't have to think, oh, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do this? I just want to make sure everyone's kind of eating, you know. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. You know, again, for someone so young, you know, you're only 19. You know, you got in this space early. Even last time, I think you were. I don't even know if you were 18 yet, but I mean, the Feds is watching, so let's say you was 18. But
yeah,
to see you have, I think to see you like just go from that before to be hungry, but to help others. It's an amazing opportunity, and the guys that are coming on board as well, they're kind of, you know, doing the same thing, and, you know, in less than a week they're already having their own testimony and, you know, seeing results. And again, like my dad was saying, it's all about the kind of community that we've got going on now. I've been, you know, in this space for quite some time, and we've always had, you know, amazing synergy, but right now I tell you, there's something about the alignment, there's something about timing. But I want to kind of show you guys a sneak peek of what you actually get, like what is this space, and, you know, I want to show you, once you do partner with us, what you have access to. So I don't know if I should share my screen, or there we go, perfect. Just make it big, and I'll just say when to go to the next slide. So I don't know if you can put it up any bigger. Is that possible? There we go, ish. Okie dokie, never mind. So what you guys are looking at here is our amazing VIP suite. This is our secure client login area, IM Center. And from here, you are able to navigate your way through to all the different academy videos. We have a full-fledged academy. It's like real high-level private education, but at a real basic level for you to understand. Like I told you, you know, I mean, I didn't go to school in August, but this wasn't really my thing, and the academy videos really brought it to life for me. Once and oh, sorry, let me go ahead and make sure that you guys can see on a big screen. Can everybody see the screen? I just want to make sure everyone can see the screen. Yes, no, maybe? Perfect. Okie dokie. So yeah, as I was saying, you get access to something called a Pip Talk, which is like having a direct WhatsApp group with the experts, with the professionals. So imagine, you know, you wanted to learn tennis and you was in Serena Williams group chat. She was giving you pointers on where to go and what to do. That would be something amazing, and it would definitely be something that would be amazing value if it would be some, you know, if somebody invited you. So we have also inside the academy multiple different types of education. It's grown so much since I started. When I started, I think there was just one academy for a regular Forex, but now we know that, you know, the digital currency market is growing so rapidly. So those who are interested in cryptocurrencies, those who are interested in binary options, or even just partnering with the business and the residual side of our business, there is an academy for you. And as you can see, there's a sneak peek of the kind of videos that we have here. You know, when to trade, what to trade, you know, what buying versus sellers and all that good stuff. Again, we have some amazing tools. We have multi-million-pound software inside the academy, tools that give you the answers to the test, tools that, you know, check the market. And if you are a user of one of these, that one of them is your favorite tool, like the harmonic scanner, for example, you can just directly go to that channel and watch everything to do with that tool. So it's really, really, really plush, really high level. We've got mentorship on our IMTV, which looks like what you're looking at right now. You are able to connect with these 7- and 8-figure experts, some of them even 9-figure traders, and just basically do what they're doing. So you just mirror them, they're trading, and you can go along with them and see what they're doing. And I've never had any billion-dollar, multi-million-dollar investor invite me into their realm and show me what they're doing. So I just think it's really, for me, this is my favorite product. I absolutely love IMTV. So I'm just going to stop sharing for a moment because I have somebody on the line who also is new in this space, and he has just gone leaps and bounds. He is basically, I've seen him really juggling with his time, quite time challenging in the things that he does with his work-life balance, but he's really like, IMTV is something that he uses also, and he's able to use the playback method to kind of support him in this journey. So I just want you guys to kind of hear from somebody else. Don't just take my word for it. I might be biased. So, and this person's not related to me either, so I'm not paying these people. But I just want to see, Mr. Lawrence, are you out there?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. I'm living well. And yourself?
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on today and just sharing with the people, our city, our this amazing opportunity that you said yes to. So I just, like I was saying, I just wanted the people to hear from you, like why exactly you did want to connect in this space, what made you kind of make that decision. But not just that, since I think it's been just over 30 days or so since you made that decision, like what has that experience been for you, particularly touching on that tool, the Go Live TV, as it's now called?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of my background, I'm from a public sector background. I've been in that sector for the last 10 years. And I think I got to a point in my life where I kind of outgrown that industry and I wanted to change. And Forex was something that I was intrigued about for quite some time, but never made the transition due to the lack of understanding and the apprehension. And I think as time went on, I think that hunger grew, and I started talking to people in regards to the actual platform, the benefits of it, how you can learn, to a point where I just tried to kind of gauge whether or not if the transition was right for me. And when I started talking to people even more, I made that leap. Like you said, I've been on the academy for the last 30 days or so, and what I've learned is the biggest about the community and the support mechanism that it allows you, it affords you. And like you said before, time was the biggest factor for me, and it still is. But what I've been able to do is speak to people like yourself, Dr. China, Andre, the rest of the team who have got a little bit more experience than me, and you've been able to navigate me in terms of how I can not only be able to still trade, but still capture the information and be able to put those trades in. So with that, it grew confidence.
What's the experience putting those trades in?
Well, it's quite fulfilling. The first trade I put in, I actually made a profit, which
what
I've learned about this platform is the whole psychology of it. It's about understanding that when you do make a profit and you go through the checklists, it is a bit of an achievement irrespective of how many pips you accrue, but also the losses as well. And I've got a mantra where it goes by winning and learning. So even though I lose pips, I have lost pips, I don't see that as a bad thing. I just see that as a learning tool. And I embrace that. I actually enjoy it. But I think for me, knowing that even though I don't have the time that I want to be on the platform, I can still reap the benefits. And that's because of the support mechanism and doing the playbacks, listening to the recordings of the Go Live sessions have afforded me to learn the strategies and implement them at a later date. And particularly over the last 2 weeks, I've seen my growth within the academy just go the trajectory's just gone positive. And then that's by way of kind of speaking to people like yourself and the educators on the platform.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. You know, you're just such a joy to work with, to be connected with someone like yourself who, you know, really wants to learn. You know, there's not a lot of people really want to grow in life, unfortunately. They say they want, you know, change or a higher level, but when it really comes down to it, they're not really willing, you know, to put in that work. And to see you with your work-life balance and the challenges that you have, and then go back and actually watch a playback and get so much, you've come so far, leaps and bounds. And I'm just so, you don't understand how much you've already done in such a short space of time. And yes, we win or we learn. And to be honest, the learning part is the best. You know, we give you a demo account with $3,000 in it that allows you to kind of really see what that feels like and what the journey is like, so that when you do actually take your real money and put it into the market, you can like really curve those learning experiences because a lesson was taught. So I really, you know, thank you so much for, you know, sharing that with everybody. And I just want to show you guys another tool, what we do have, when you guys go ahead and say yes to this opportunity. This is $1 Million Banking software. Oh, that's our TV. So let me just go past that. It's what the TV channel looks like. There it is, the Harmonic Scanner. Now, I know you guys might think, whoa, okay, I thought you said this was easy. What is that? Like, that looks like the boogeyman. When I saw it, I thought it was some type of Japanese geometry. And I said, look, China, you know, you're my girl, but now, just now, what is that? So let me just put you out of your misery. This, right, what you're looking at right here is exclusive to our platform and highly sought after. It's used by the banks, and all it is, it's a tool that reads the market. And what you're seeing, all that yellow, you don't even have to worry about it. Let's just even do that. That's just a story of what happened until, you know, you came along, and it's about to give you the what happens next. So all we simply focus on with this tool, and this is not a training, I just want to show you guys, or to kind of give you an idea of how simple this is. You know, Forex, the thing about Forex, like Rich Off the Net says, is that it's actually really easy. But by the time you figure that out, there's so much greed and all the rest of it that's come out of you. So, you know, that's the hardest part, is that it's not actually hard at all. So you focus on this area right here. This is telling you, okay, D is for right there. Enter right there. That's what it's saying. This is right where you're going to enter. And you can see that there's a number associated with the entry. So you simply go to your phone and you enter the market. Now, when you get your training, you know it's a buy or a sell. I'll give you a little bit of a, you know, another cheat sheet. The numbers at the top are above where we entered, so we want to buy. So you go to your phone, we give you all the money apps, you choose what you were looking at on the scanner, you press trade, and you go ahead and put in those numbers. Simple copy and paste. So you've got your profit number right here. So to you, this might look like, okay, Miran, you're saying that's money, but how does that equal money? So I'm about to show you really quickly. So with this right here, it says 64518. So you go to your phone, and right next to where it says take profit, you put in 64518. And then you say, wait a minute. How can I trust this thing? Now you're telling me, yes, okay, it's you know, 89% accurate, but what about the other 11%? I've not got money to waste in this space. Well, fear not. Do not have a spirit of fear. You have a spirit of power and a sound mind. Can I get a hallelujah? All you need to do is right there where it says stop. That means stop. I'm over it. It's not going the right way. I can't take this anymore. And because you would have learned proper risk management inside the Rich University and our academy, you go ahead, you put that in your phone, and if it happens to go in the way you don't want it to, it will close out. Next thing you know, bada boom, bada bing, blue skies, baby. All you see is profit, and that's all you did. You went to the scanner, you entered right there, you put in a few numbers, and then next minute you woke up or you checked your phone and you saw some money there. So I don't know whose phones are paying bills for them. A lot of you are paying bills for these phones. But here at Rich University, we have so many things on your journey, like the amazing nightclub with our Logic Mix. We get in the nightclub 4 nights a week, and what do? We come together as a community and we take trades. Just like the type of trade you just saw on the scanner from our amazing leaders, Dr. China Bethley and Logic Mix. They are very, very well seasoned in this space and had great testimonies and results. So they're definitely people that you want to partner with. And then we have another thing here inside Rich is exclusive to our community right here. So Rich UK has something called the secret sauce, which is Tokyo China. So while you guys are trying to figure out the academy and do all that good stuff, because, you know, learning does take time and we encourage you to learn and go at your own pace. But what you get when you go ahead and qualify for this amazing gift, 300 pips a night, and all pip means, baby, that's your profit, that's your money, baby. So yeah, you can make it rain every single morning when you wake up without even knowing what's going on. So I definitely urge you guys to really connect back with that person that kind of brought you into the space and ask them about how you can get the secret sauce. Now, I don't know if I have somebody on the line. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing. Now, this person right here, they've been, and I don't even know if it's been 48 hours yet at this point. This time last week when we had our amazing May Mayhem, which was a complimentary sneak peek 10-day pass situation, he went from going from not knowing anything to jumping straight in our nightclub where we get pipsy, not tipsy. And he was amazed. Like, well, I'll let him tell you if he's on. But I want to just find out, someone like him, he's a young guy as well, doesn't know me from a can of paint. And he's gone from joining the nightclub call, and a week later, he said yes to Forex. So Curtis, CB Money, are you out there?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Awesome. How are you doing, Curtis? Yeah, I can hear you. Great. How are you doing today? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you.
Good.
Like I was just saying, a week ago, I don't think we even knew each other. You know, we were on Instagram. I have a friend of Daniel's, but we'd never met. So I just want you to really briefly, I know you've literally been in, I think it's 2 days, but how did you go from not knowing anything about this, not knowing me, and then all of a sudden being on, you know, a nightclub call in the middle of the night with people you don't know, halfway across the world, and then passing with your hard-earned money to partner with this space without knowing anything about it?
Yeah, so first off, I'd just like to say, like, I'm just blown away at the reception that I've received so far. Like, you've been so supportive, and it's just been amazing. Like, I'm proper surprised. Like, we are just like a family in this community. I've realized, like, everyone's just here to help each other grow. Like, no one's there for themselves. Everyone's actually here to try and build each other. So I just like to say that for one. And yeah, so I've always liked the idea of becoming a trader, and but like, there was just something stopping me. Like, I just needed like a little push. So that's where, as you just met before, Daniel came in and introduced me to the Rich University, and was just basically just explaining what goes on and, you know, what we're actually about. So I was like, all right then. And then he put me on this 10-day enrollment period, the May Mayhem, where you know, so obviously I've joined that, and then in that I had access to the nightclub where we got Pipsy, you know, and then and then so that is basically just a big live conference of hundreds of people where we're just live there. We talk about trades, we enter trades, and then whatnot. And then literally it's just a big, warm, you know, cheerful environment. Like, there's no, you know, it's just a good place to actually learn how to trade properly. And then so we put the trades in, and then the next day, boom, had profit. And I was surprised at how easy it was. I was like, wow. And then so yeah, there's this term that I've noticed that goes on a lot is the blue skies, and that's basically, you know, when you trade in profit, you know, it's blue. You get me, blue skies, whoop whoop. And then and so, and obviously I've only been a part of this community for a couple of days now, and I'm not gonna lie, all I've been seeing is blue skies, and obviously like Maren's not paid me to be here or to say this, and like, this is just me speaking from my own experience. It's just been blue skies, and it's just been crazy. But yeah,
I'm so proud. How old are you, Curtis? For everybody out there wondering, you know, to the 8, you know, how old you've got to be to know this?
I'm 19, me myself.
Wow, 19. You've made a $6.7 trillion decision. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. You know, you touched on a few things there. You know, that you came in, you was on a call with, I think there was 400 people on that call. People in South Africa, people, you know, in Canada, people in New Orleans, stand up. You know, we had people in London, people in Dubai, and all together on one accord, there to support each other. So, you know, again, you've been amazing to work with in this short space of time. You've just kind of hit the ground running. So I'm just I can't wait to come back and be hearing your testimony. So look out for Curtis CB Money, guys. Amazing. So I know we've been on here for a little long, so I just want to give you a sneak peek of a little growth chart, what we have here, exclusive to Rich. When you guys come in, you might be thinking, well, how do I know what to do, how much and when to stop and all the rest of it? And I want to go through that with an expert. We have somebody on the team who is actually, well, he'll tell you himself. He's from the banking industry. He can tell you a little bit more about that. And I just want us to kind of have a look at one of our amazing tools, which is our beautiful 10% a day growth chart. Yes, 10% a day growth chart. So let's see what that means, and let's see if we have our faith warrior, aka Stefan, in the building. Is Stefan on the line? Hopefully he is. If not, oh, there we go. Ooh, don't you just love technology? This little lockdown technology is amazing, guys. Hey, Steph, how you doing?
Hi, Maureen. I'm good. Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know, you know, your time is, you know, valuable. So I just wanted you, before we go and before I break this down, just tell the people a little bit about yourself. Again, you're quite new in this space. So why did you say yes? How long have you been doing this, and what do you kind of do? What's your background? And, you know, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, of course. I've been working for the financial industry for about 12 years now, and I have always contemplating the idea of learning more about trade, but I was waiting for the right people to associate myself with, and when I had the opportunity to speak to you guys, and I've decided to jump on the opportunity. I like the family atmosphere that Curtis just described, and the fact that you provide, I'll call customer care. So you don't just sign up to something, but you actually get the care that goes with it. You know, you described this Harmony scanner, but one tool that attracted me to the Rich family is also the 10% growth plan that you are going to describe.
Yeah.
You know, I've been working for the bank, but I don't know any type of product that the banking industry can provide you where you can grow, you know, your money 10% a day. And I don't know any tools. As I said, maybe there's a tool that exists, you know, in the financial industry, but I don't know any tool that can help you grow your money.
I just got to interject right there. Just wait a minute. So you're telling me, let me just get this straight, that you've been working inside the banking sector at a quite high level as well. I know you're being very modest, and you've never seen in your 12-year career, so the bank is the way you go to grow your money, but you haven't seen anything where you can grow your money at this rate, 10% a day in that whole time?
You've heard it correctly, yeah.
Blown.
As I said, it's a blessing to be part of the family. And as I said, this is just one of the things that you get when you join the family.
Wow, amazing, guys. Awesome. I just want to touch on what you're looking at real quick. I'm not going to break it down just because we're quite challenged for time, but I did want you guys to hear from somebody who is professional in that field. So if we've got, right now, we're talking lawyers, we're talking bankers. So if this was illegal, or if this was, you know, what you call it, you know, just codswallop, then, you know, I don't think we would have lasted so long. The company is 7 years old. Go on, it's documented. Check the records, check the receipts. So this chart you're looking at right here, right now, is very simply a growth chart where you grow your money 10% a day, starting with a $300 sum, if that's what you want to bring to the table, and it shows you exactly what to do each day as far as how much of that $300 you will use to make X. And then as you keep going down, you go from day 1 all the way to day 60, which is over a 90-day period. I mean, no income claims. I'm not going to blow you away, but by the end of that 93 days, is that $83,000? Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. You might not be able to comprehend that. So, I mean, what if you mess it up? I mean, what if I don't know what I'm doing? I'm brand new. Well, imagine if you got that 50% right, that's 40K. There's not even a lot of people who are around 40K salaries out here. And I mean, I don't want to, I mean, right now, just, it's a bit of a sensitive time. Some words in our vocabulary, like furlough, we didn't even know what that meant a few months ago, and now, I'm just trying to tell you. And even if you went ahead and messed that, 50% up and did 25% of it right, guys, that's still 20K. So I don't even know what we're talking about here, really and truly. I'm just trying to give you the game and show you the kind of things that you have access to. So thank you so much, Stefan, for sharing and letting us know, the real deal of what opportunities are out there for growth. I mean, how much the banks offer these days? Is it still 0.5%? Oh, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and close and just let you guys know that, what you need to do next. So obviously you've sat here for some time, you've heard me going on with myself, and you're like, okay, Maren, like we get it. So what now? What do I do? So basically, whoever reached out to you and thought highly enough of you to give you this information, connect back with them. So you're going to go back with them and make sure that you have £175 ready. Whoa, what are you talking about, Mirella? What for? Well, we've just shown you quite a lot of high level, multi-million-dollar software. So of course, membership has its privileges. Just like if you are a part of a golf club, there is a membership fee. And right here, for one, you have a one-time fee of £175. And to be honest, if you don't have £175 to invest in yourself today, then I don't really know what you're doing. And really and truly, that means that you do actually need to partner with something. Like, I don't know, right now, we've got a lot of time in our hands. Start making a vision board or something. But yeah, it's that time. It's that season. Invest in yourself. It's a perfect work from home business. Something you can do, around the clock, on the side, in the middle, single moms, students. We've got it all here. So what I need you to do is, I'm going to go ahead and address that person that is thinking, okay, look, I know you're saying that, and I do agree, but I just am worried about, that subscription. We've given you tools, we've given you the scanner, we've given you the game, we've given you the growth chart, but it must be Christmas out here, because there's one more thing that they still give you. They give you a scholarship. If you go ahead and share this with 2 individuals, they will waive your subscription fee. So then you don't even have to pay for it, which I think that's crazy, to be honest. I think it's ludicrous, because the amount of, 6.7 trillion a day that's available. But they give you a scholarship. And there is also a lot more residual on the table. Like I said, we have 3 pillars here. I mentioned one was relationships. I've mentioned the results too, actually. We also have something called residual. And I want to just close with this 5th guest, which is also my beautiful mother, who is taking absolute advantage of this side of the opportunity. She is an absolute powerhouse while she is learning how to trade. Now, I don't want to put you on blast too much, Mum. She does look young. Yes, that is my mother. But, being from a certain generation, the technology thing and working that piece out, I don't even know if she's put in free trades, but for some reason, she's still getting paid. So I'm just going to let her speak to you about that. Like, what has made you, Mum, so confident to say yes to this? And even while you're trying to figure it out, go ahead and share it with others, and then have the audacity to get paid. One person away from Platinum 600 as well. Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about that and your journey.
Okay, I was introduced to the platform from my daughter UK, and got involved earlier on this year. And I'm from an educational background. I'm a teacher, and I teach business studies GCSE. students, obviously, in year 11, year 10. That means probably nothing to those in America. But yeah, so that's the background that I'm from. And of course, from being from an educational background, we are told to study to become approved. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Can everybody hear it? Everybody hear it? Okay, yeah, I think that might be better. Try again. Yeah, get a bit closer to the computer.
Yeah, so from the background that I'm from, obviously education, the thing is to study to become approved. That is normally the way things normally go in education. But of course, joining this platform, it's a bit contradictory to what I'm used to, because I've actually come in and hit the ground running, and even though I don't completely know everything about business, I feel confident enough to share information. I'm actually making money while I'm sharing the business. I'm actually making money while I'm sharing. So yeah, it's been. Yeah, it's by bringing in people. I found that I made money, in my account by sharing the opportunity. So for me, it's been a really good opportunity for me to make money and realize, it's been good. I think the platform IML, it's been really good. Yeah, it's a good platform to grow through. So yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I think you guys could hear that. I gave it a little bit, but I think it was a little bit faint. But I'll just kind of, in closing, I mean, what you basically just shared with us is that while you've been figuring this out, as I said, you've been able to share with others, and every single time I don't even know if you knew that was something that was a thing, but when you see that you've been paid by IML and you're supposed to be paying out before to IM, it starts to get a bit like, hang on, all I did was tell Sally and Susie, at work, because in fact, they're probably going to ask you, to be honest. Once you start to, turn pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds and hundreds into thousands on your smartphone, try and keep your mouth shut. I dare you. Just try. And if you even do, I mean, I even hold up my hands. I had no intention in the beginning of sharing this with anybody. When China approached me, the first thing I said was, you need me to talk to people, because I'm really not in the people talking to people with me right now. I told you my contract has ended. I don't really want to be speaking to people, but it's inevitable. It's natural cause. And like everybody is stressed, it's a community environment. So you do nothing but share and, compare and just really grow. There's a lot of, a lot of that happens right here. So right here, you can see the products of the products of the pudding. She's basically gone ahead and been able to have a very lucrative income stream from doing just that. I don't even know if you're even going to ever work out how to, work that Google phone of yours, Mum. Other phones are available, because like that residual weekly money into your account every week, it's hard to say no to. So right now you've got scholarships, you've got being paid to trade, the owner of the company is giving you money to trade, you've got growth charts, you've got mentorship, you've got, there's just, the list goes on. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it right there. I'm going to throw it back to my amazing sister, mentor and friend, Dr. China Bethley in Atlanta, Georgia. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the other side. We'll see you at the top.
Oh my God. First of all, I'm here. I feel like I'm watching a show live from Manchester. Love all of the amazing testimonies. You did so well, Miss Marin UK. I just love really hearing so many different perspectives. Mr. Alamoro came on as a professional, as an attorney, and just was very transparent. I could appreciate that, because I believe so many people will listen and will be able to relate to his perspective of saying, I saw these things this kind of way, and I totally get it. Even being inside of the room in London, the 8,000 people inside of the room, heavily dominated by millennials, right? And now coming in Gen Zs, that's a grand opportunity here. It still didn't impress him that people were making hundreds of thousands of dollars. What is somebody's annual income monthly? It was more of the substance and a purpose in the community of this space. And so that was so refreshing to really just hear his perspective, and really everybody's perspective. Your cousin Dan, who said, you know what, I needed to circle back around because I knew that it was good, even though maybe the first time the experience wasn't the best. When I think about that with people who perhaps have a job or relationship that doesn't work well, you don't just stop working or stop having relationships because that one didn't work, especially when the opportunity is so good. So that was really good to hear. And I love to see that Lawrence is in the academy and learning. I remember connecting for the first time, and now he has experience in waking up in profit. I mean, that is exciting to come into a community with little to no experience at all and just be able to follow directions and have the support. I believe that was one of the key things that everybody really talked about, is the support that you really get inside of this space. I know Stephen talked on it as well, being a banker and having that experience in banking, but knowing that there's so much support here for you not to feel like you're alone. And then CB being so young to come in and say, okay, just a week ago, I knew nothing about this. Yesterday I woke up in profit, or today I woke up in profit. That is just amazing. And your mom, I'm so godly proud of her. She's so ambitious. She is on a mission. And I believe that today's information showed that obviously we have real technology, multi-million-dollar banking software, real community. We really do educate you inside of this space to learn to develop a skill. But we also know that there's some people that want to come in, they want to learn to trade, and they don't want to talk to people. But there are other people who want to say, look, I'll learn to trade later. What's up with that residual income that you guys are talking about? Can we? Because I don't know if I'm in the mind space right now to learn everything, but this looks like a great business where I can take a piece of a micro franchise, right? They've done all the hard work. We've done all of the putting the software together and, the technology together. Now, all you have to do is promote it. And we literally pay you to talk. We pay you to speak and share your excitement with other people. So UK, you've done an amazing, amazing job. I'm so grateful to God that he connected us many years ago, to see you Chester on the map. I believe it just feels so good. New Orleans, where I'm from, is just now saying yes to Forex. I've been in this space for 4 years, right? You've been in for 2.5 years, and now to go home and be able to put your city on, it's just something that's really, really special about being able to do that. So I just want to commend you. I want to say keep going. To everybody that's watching, whether you're in Manchester, throughout the United Kingdom, or wherever you're watching this at, give yourself permission to participate in this $6.7 trillion daily market. Get in position. Know that there is a seat at the table for you. This is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity here in a $1 trillion daily market. I mean, the sky is not the limit. It really is just the viewpoint. And so I challenge you to get back with whoever invited you. UK, you did an amazing job. You represented so well from Manchester. We're excited. We say thank you, thank you, thank you for representing Rich University. Everybody showed up with their Rich University shirts on.
Yeah. And I just want to say one thing, Manchester style, in the words of Oasis, today is going to be the day that we're going to throw it back to you. Now, right now, I hope you've realized somehow what you've got to do. So I'm just going to close right there. If you don't know by now, I don't know. I hope to see you guys. So Manchester, it's growing, it's going. So let's grow, let's grow.
Awesome sauce. Thank you, UK. We love you. Get the link right now. Get in the system now. Nothing else to do. Say yes. Talk to you soon. God bless you guys. Bye for now.